Hi there, welcome to the Perfume Experience. My name is Rodney and welcome back to another video. And I'm looking forward to do this review for a long time. Been wanting to get my hands on this beautiful fragrance called Honor and Glory from the house of Lattafa, which is part of the Bade'E Oud series. And let's review this very quickly right after this intro. Welcome back, and this is Honor and Glory. This is the white colored flanker which comes with this nice golden artwork that you have, and it's got some Lattafa branding on the top. The cap is nice as well, and a nice metal plate at the bottom to give you more details about the fragrance. And all of them come with some nice presentation. They come with this nice box like this with a hologram at the back. Even Amethyst is like this, and there is also a small bit of paperwork that comes inside. The paperwork is basically the notes breakdown of this particular fragrance. Now if you look at the notes of this particular one, this is very different to the other two. Whereas Honor and Oud for Glory and Amethyst are oud fragrances primarily, this isn't a oud fragrance. This is more of a fruity fragrance. Now even if you consider this is an all-out oud fragrance, this is more of a floral fragrance, this is a fruity fragrance, right? Now this particular fragrance has got notes of pineapple brulee at the top, which is pineapple creme brulee right at the top, and then in the heart it's got turmeric, it's got cinnamon, it's got pepper, and then of course in the base it's got vanilla, it's got sandalwood, it's got cashmerean, and also moss. But you also see benzoin on the top in this as well in the heart, and you also have black pepper. Although I would say that when you think about the scent profile on this particular fragrance, if you put on a couple of sprays, you will notice that this is more of a vanilla, fruity, tropical, pineapple, that kind of a fragrance, and so more of a gourmand fragrance and not a spicy fragrance at all. So the notes being turmeric and pepper, they don't really work at all. So this is not that. So what you get is a very beautiful opening right at the top, where you can think about a nice pineapple extract, a juicy pineapple extract with a lot of whipped cream or milk, and infused together to make a nice gourmand kind of or a bakery item from pineapple. That is the kind of opening note that you get, and immediately after some time there is that cinnamon and benzoin playing at the background, which will give you that sweet element to it, and that continues for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. So that is there, and then after that gradually the dry down comes into picture, which is sandalwood, vanilla, and all of those, and it plays up. Okay, so the dry down is really nice. It's talcum, powdery, pineapple, that vanilla kind of a dry down, which is absolutely gorgeous. Now if you look at YouTube and if you try to read about this particular fragrance and the inspiration of this one, there isn't a lot of details about saying which this particular fragrance is trying to impersonate. But what I could think about, or what I read about, is that there are mentions of Asivat and Nishane Ani. I would say that this isn't leaning towards Nishane Asivat at all. It hasn't got any resemblance to that except for the pineapple note, but even in that case it's a different pineapple note. In Asivat it's a more sharper fruity pineapple. Here it's more gourmand kind of a pineapple, but the dry down of Nishane Ani is something that this particular fragrance carries to about 65-70%. You will have that feeling of that dry down, which is very nice. So Nishane Ani's dry down is a very woody, talcum, vanilla kind of a dry down. This is absolutely the case here as well. The dry down is really, really beautiful on this one, and that captures for a long time, and it's very captivating, very intoxicating. You will like this kind of a fragrance. So whomever I've smelled this particular fragrance in my house, everybody's kind of loved it at first sniff itself. Now in terms of performance, I felt this particular fragrance can do better. On skin you will get about 5 to 6 hours with the first 1 hour of projection of that pineapple note very strongly. After that this particular fragrance goes into dry down, and in dry down I'm saying that on skin I was able to get about 5 hours to 6 hours. Okay, but on apparel easily about 8 to 10 hours easily I was getting on apparel. Definitely no problems there at all. But in fact I would say it's more than 12 to 14 hours on my apparel, but I would say to be on a safer side, to be safe, I would say 8 to 10 hours easy on apparel. Okay, so projects well, performs well. Performance will definitely get better with all Bade'E Oud series fragrances. They will definitely get better over time, so that is not a concern at all. The question is, do you want to buy this? And my answer is absolutely yes. In case you're looking for a gourmand fragrance, in case you want something very beautiful, which is pineapple, vanilla, sandalwood, dry down, amazing, dry down. This is something that you should get. I think Vinay Khanna or Exclusive Sense is selling this at about 1850, including shipping. So that's, I think, the lowest prices that I've seen. This is a partial though. You can definitely get it from them or anybody else. I will share the details, and it's definitely worth getting this in case you're looking for a nice gourmand fragrance in your collection, which is not a pocket breaker or not a bank breaker. So definitely you can consider this. And the scent profile is really nice. If you Google search also, if you look for fragrances with pineapple brulee or pineapple creme brulee as a top note, you don't really get anything except for this one. So that way I feel this has got a very unique scent in terms of that pineapple and creamy mixture. So that really works very well for this particular fragrance, and you should definitely consider getting this one if you like this particular series. I am a fan and I like this fragrance a lot, and I'll be honest with you, I was expecting the performance to be slightly better, to be very honest, but then that's okay. The scent profile is really good and I can carry it for about 4-5 hours. This is really good. So let me now go to the other fragrances. Let's continue. And the second fragrance on this particular list that I want to review is the Amethyst from the house of Bade'E Oud series. Okay, this is the Amethyst in the series, and this is a very nice fragrance as well. Now this is inspired from Initio's Atomic Rose. Now the difference that I've kind of seen is that Atomic Rose does not have oud in it, but this one does have. But if you look at the note breakdown of this particular fragrance, this has got a citrus note right at the top, a bergamot, pink pepper, then it's got Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, a little bit of jasmine, vanilla, amber, and of course oud, right? So that is the note profile on this particular one, but this is a compliment getter. Okay, and this smells so very nice. So the moment you sniff it on, you have that oud feeling which is there in Oud for Glory or Oud for Greatness, what you get. So most of you would have got this, and then you would have got this later. So if you like this one, and the opening on this one, it's a similar opening that you kind of get on this one. It opens with that nice oud effect, and then immediately you have a very sublime effect of a rose going through, and the rose is just wow. Okay, so really beautiful rose fragrance with that oud and the rose makes for a really nice fragrance, and it kind of comes up very well, and it becomes very nice. And what you like in this is that the performance is fantastic. You put about 4 sprays on yourself or anybody else, it will last you for 8-9 hours, and it's there on apparels the next day as well, even after that. So performance, this is fantastic, and it really is worth the money that you spend on this particular fragrance. I think you should get it about 1400-1700 roughly, even today. So 100 ml, fantastic stuff. Look at the bottle, the color, everything is really nice about this particular fragrance. In my opinion, I kind of like this better than Oud for Glory because of the rose note. So especially when you think about wearing for weddings or any occasion where there is a lot of gathering with people and all of that, and you want to have a fragrance that projects really well to a lot of distance, 3-4 feet, and get you a lot of attention, this is definitely one of them to consider. So this is Amethyst from the Bade'E Oud series. Coming to the last one, this is the original Oud for Greatness alt, which is called Oud for Glory, and this is really beautiful. This was the bottle that actually captured my attention. And if you look at Lattafa fragrances on YouTube, or if you look at top 10 Lattafa, everybody talks about having this or must have fragrance. So it really is that way. This is an amazing bottle. Okay, now the thing about this particular fragrance is, or any of these is, just to give you a heads up that this is with the juice. I think with the presentation, the bottle carries about 1 kilo of weight. So the bottle is really heavy and very well done. I think the bottle itself should be about 500 grams to 600 grams easily. So it's a pretty heavy bottle. So that way its presentation is really nice. And when you compare this with Oud for Greatness, the bottle is so very close to each other, except for this is more heavier than that. That being the OG being a little more lighter. Now in terms of scent profile, this particular fragrance comes with saffron, it comes with oud, it comes with patchouli and all of that. But this is a very nice bottle, and just a couple of sprays and you kind of get a very nice opening of saffron. and a little bit of that sweetness. There's a nice sweetness to this particular fragrance. In fact, all of them are sweet in some extent. So even the Amethyst Rose is a sweet fragrance as well, slightly sweeter. Even this is very, very sweet, very nice. It's got patchouli, it's got saffron, it's got oud and all of that. It really is a nice fragrance. And the oud is a very nice oud in this one. It's a warm, mellow, smooth kind of oud, and it's a fragrance that is more linear, I would say. It doesn't really go down in terms of note profile. You get the same profile all throughout. And why I love this particular fragrance is whenever you want to go for a large occasion where there's a lot of gathering and you want a fragrance which that will not disappoint you in terms of performance, will project you for long and will capture your attention for a long time, this is definitely one of them. So if you do about 6 to 8 sprays, you are good, so good that you can wash your clothes off, you can iron them, you can wash your clothes again, and you will still be able to sniff it when you iron the clothes. So that's how good this is in terms of performance. So primary reason I think a lot of people who have got this from Lattafa is because of the performance. Amazing projection 3-4 feet, and that 1 hour, 1.5 hour, it will be really, really loud as well. And then the dry down happens and you keep getting that oud with that saffron note with a little bit of that sweetness carrying throughout. But the performance on this is amazing. It will be on your apparel, on your skin for a very, very long time, right? So primarily I would say that all of them you should wear on apparel and not so much on skin, because I think on skin they last little lesser, 4-5 hours or 5 to 6 hours to be at best, but on apparel they all work really, really well. This will get better definitely. Okay, so that way this is really worth the money. One is that. Second is I have sniff the Oud for Greatness, which is Initio's perfume, and if you compare side by side in terms of how close this is to that, I would say this is a 90 plus percentage closer to that particular fragrance. Maybe that has got a little more lightness and the oud may be slightly different, but that's about it. But otherwise the scent profile is so very close, and it is fantastic in terms of how close this is to the OG, right? Now again, this should be on Amazon for about 1600 to 1800. All of them are sub 3000, sub 2000 rupees for sure on any of the e-commerce sites, and if you're able to get it through any of the Facebook sellers or any of them, you should get it for much lesser. Now on the whole, I don't have the other one on this one, which is called the Sublime. I don't have that. That's the red color flanker. But I would say if you're looking for a collection worthy series of fragrances that you want to keep, then you can definitely get all three of them. These are beautiful in terms of their presentation, their color, their juice, and the potency that they have. And of course, this is the Newfound Love, which is a gourmand, beautiful fragrance. I absolutely love it. Every time you sniff this, you keep thinking, wow, what amazing dry down this has got. So very nice. On the whole, I think all these are really good. If I get Sublime, I will try reviewing that as well. But otherwise, you can definitely get all of them. Remember, this is a sweet rose oud kind of a combination. This is saffron oud and patchouli kind of a combination. Very, very nice. Again, sweet. This is fruity pineapple vanilla sandalwood minus the oud. No oud in this, but on the whole, these are amazing flankers and really worth the money. So if you like the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. More videos coming your way. Please do check out the videos that have come for Blanco series discovery set. You can check that out. More Lattafa fragrances coming your way. So stay tuned. Take care. Thank you so much. My name is Rodney. Bye now.